chronic snoozer. Their morning doesn't start with an alarm. It starts with a symphony of 5 consecutive alarms. You agree to meet at 8 a.m., but at 7:30, they're still buried under the covers, chanting their favorite mantra, "Just 5 more minutes." When they finally jolt awake, everything that follows turns into a panicked domino effect, frantically brushing teeth, throwing on clothes, running out the door, and then sprinting back inside because they forgot their keys. Their lateness isn't an unexpected accident caused by the universe. It's the inevitable result of tiny accumulating delays that started before the sun even came up. They hold on to this blind faith that they're still making good time until they realize they were already late the moment they hit the snooze button. If you often lie to yourself that a few extra minutes of sleep won't derail your entire schedule, congratulations, you're a proud member of this club. 2. The last-minute starter. The meetup is set for 9 a.m., but at 8:50 they're just casually strolling to their closet hair a mess and haven't even bothered to open Google Maps yet. This type of person has an absolute unshakable belief in their own superhuman speed. They genuinely think they can do everything in the blink of an eye. And sometimes they do, but only if the universe completely aligns in their favor. Just one tiny hiccup like a missing left sock or a car that takes an extra second to start, and their entire timeline instantly collapses. Their life is an endless race against the clock, sweating bullets and consistently arriving 15 to 30 minutes behind schedule. If you frequently find yourself scrolling on your phone until the absolute last possible second, then scrambling to get ready while praying for a miracle to get you there on time, you definitely belong in this group. 3. The time optimist. When the GPS says the drive takes 15 minutes, they assume that exactly 15 minutes from right now, they will be sitting comfortably at the coffee shop. They completely disregard actual reality, the time it takes to walk to the car, hitting a red light, waiting for the elevator, or circling the block 3 times to find parking. Their brain operates in a flawless simulation where the streets are always empty and the lights are always green. Because of this, in their head, their lateness is highly logical and entirely just bad luck. They don't mean to be disrespectful. Their brain is just trapped in a dangerously idealistic version of time. If your go-to phrase before leaving the house is always, "Don't worry, I'll be there in like 10 minutes," but you always end up making people wait, this is definitely you. 4. The overbooker. Looking at their calendar feels like looking at the itinerary of a president. They pack their schedule so tight, there's zero breathing room, sometimes even overlapping appointments. They'll schedule a business lunch downtown at 2 p.m. and promise to grab coffee with a best friend across town at 3 p.m. They seem to genuinely believe they can clone themselves or possess the superpower to bend time. The harsh reality is, if that first meeting runs even 5 minutes over, it triggers a catastrophic chain reaction, making them miserably late for every single appointment after that. They aren't late because they're lazy. They're late because they severely overestimate their own life management skills. If you've ever found yourself sprinting from one meetup to the next, coffee in hand, desperately texting apologies that you're running behind again, you'll find yourself right here. 5. The perfectionist delayer. This type of person might wake up and start getting ready a full 2 hours in advance. They aren't lazy, and they definitely didn't lose track of time. The issue is they want everything to be an absolute 10 out of 10 before they step out into the world. They try on outfit number 1, feel it makes them look weird. Switch to outfit number 2, realize the color clashes with their shoes. Add a spritz of cologne, fix a single stray hair. And just like that, every tiny microscopic adjustment silently robs them of precious minutes. As a result, despite waking up at the crack of dawn, they still walk out the door half an hour later than planned. Their lateness stems entirely from anxiety over their personal image. If you've ever stood paralyzed in front of the mirror for 10 minutes, just smoothing out a shirt collar to make it a little more perfect, you deeply understand this type. 6. The easily distracted. They actually plan quite well and get everything ready right on schedule, but the very moment they have 5 minutes left before they need to walk out the door, they happen to notice a speck of dust on the table. They grab a cloth to wipe it. While wiping it, they notice their houseplant looks a little droopy, so they go grab some water for it. Right as they finish watering, their phone screen lights up with a new TikTok notification. Boom, swept away. By the endless scroll, 30 minutes just vaporizes into thin air. They are like a car without a steering wheel, incredibly easily derailed by the tiniest external stimuli. They don't mean to be late. Their focus simply gets hijacked. If you frequently tell yourself, "I'm just going to check this one message real quick," and then look up to realize you're late for work, welcome to the club of the perpetually sidetracked. 7. The one more thing person. Their hand is literally on the doorknob, shoes are tied, bag is on their shoulder. But in that exact critical moment, their brain fires off, "Oh wait, let me just grab the trash on my way out. Hold on, let me just reply to this email real quick." Or, "Give me a second, I need to put this jacket back in the closet." They suffer from a psychological illusion that these little chores won't take any time at all. But in reality, every single one more thing eats up 3 to 5 minutes. Add them all together, and they've completely stripped away their safety buffer, proudly marching right onto the list of latecomers. If you've already locked your front door but constantly find yourself unlocking it to run back inside just to reorganize something that wasn't actually urgent, you are being manipulated by this exact syndrome. 8. The late by habit. This is the case where tardiness is basically baked into their DNA. It's practically their personal brand. Whether it's a casual coffee hangout or a massive important meeting, they are fiercely and consistently late. It gets so bad that their friends have to resort to telling them the meetup is an hour earlier, just so they show up on time. Their most famous catchphrase is, "Hey, you know me, I'm always like this." They view being late as an inseparable personality trait, and instead of trying to fix it, they basically force everyone around them to just get used to it and accept it. If you are constantly labeled as the chronically late one of the group and genuinely feel like that's just normal, consider this a major red flag for your relationships. 9. The low priority delayer. This type of person is actually incredibly calculated. They are never ever late for life or death events. They've never missed a flight, and they never show up late when the CEO is in the room. However, if it's a movie date with best friends or a meetup with easygoing people, they will gladly leave them hanging for 45 minutes without blinking an eye. Their lateness doesn't come from poor time management. It brutally reflects their level of priority. Subconsciously, they've decided that the time of people they are comfortable with just isn't as valuable as the time of powerful or important figures. If you always arrive 10 minutes early for a client, but are perfectly fine dragging your feet when meeting your significant other, you are a master of selective prioritization. 10. The apologetic latecomer. They burst through the door out of breath, slightly sweaty hands clasped together, unleashing an avalanche of excuses. "Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. The traffic was a nightmare. My alarm didn't go off. I feel so terrible." Their apologies sound incredibly sweet, sincere, and full of regret. The only problem is, this exact same script is replayed every single week. To them, an apology is like a get-out-of-jail-free card, a quick reset button to wipe away their temporary guilt rather than actual motivation to change their behavior for next time. The loop of running late, apologizing profusely, being forgiven, running late again, just continues into infinity. If you find yourself constantly delivering theatrical, Oscar-worthy, "I'm so sorry I'm late" speeches, the harsh truth is your apologies are starting to lose all their weight. So what about you? Out of these 10 types of chronically late people, which one drives you the most crazy to deal with? Or let's be honest, did you flinch a little realizing you might be hiding somewhere on this list? Let me know down in the comments. And don't forget to casually tag that one friend who always makes everybody wait, just as a friendly reminder.